And you're going to talk a little bit more about social media, aren't you,
Yeah.
Jess? And
I think social media is still relatively new, and I think it wasn't something as teenagers that we had to navigate. And now for teenagers, it's actually such a huge part of their life. And it's a minefield. There's navigating what people are putting out. It's a place where people are putting out their absolute best versions of themselves. They might put on one picture of on a holiday, and actually there's sort of 20 other pictures that they've filtered out to get just the right one. So what teens are exposed to is a really biased reality. So they're looking at everyone else's lives and they're seeing just the edited best. People aren't putting on the version where they've had a big fight with their parents and they're really upset, and that's not what we see behind this one moment in time. So there's what we're exposed to, but I think there's also putting our life out for everyone else to see. Whereas not that long ago, it was just your friends and people around you. Whereas now, actually, once you put something out there, it's out there for everyone. It's out there, and where teenagers are being exposed to comments and judgments from, they're seeing other people do that to other posts, and for them as well, they can put something out there and it can be judged. And from teens who are sitting behind a computer board, keyboard, behind the computer, and what they're saying can be really unfiltered and something that they wouldn't typically say face to face. So there can be really harsh judgments. And social media is also another aspect of how teenagers get their information. And with social media, it can be, the algorithm of what they're looking at sometimes can be really helpful, and sometimes they can go down a rabbit hole that's really unhelpful as well. So it's huge.
And it comes right into their space and their room, and
you can't get away from it.
You can't get away. Yeah, it's hard to let it be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can't undo it once it's out there.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not something you've heard and a time frame and move on. It's recorded, isn't it?
Yeah.
I heard it referred to the whole sort of idea of a screen as a black mirror, that you're constantly kind of getting all these reflections that are a bit opaque or
it can be quite distorted
and dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.